Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I am Psychic Bella Love, and you can book your own personal and private reading with me on my website, psychicbellalove.com. If you book before the 12th of November, which would be tomorrow, you can use coupon code November, all in caps, to get an extra $20 off any appointment on the site. That excludes emergency appointments, but includes all other appointments, including past life readings. You can also join my Patreon. That's where we do completely exclusive content. That is the only place that I will accept requests for celebrity readings. We do private lives over there. We are 100% uncensored. We talk about the evil satanic industry and expose everything involved in it. So if that's up your alley and you want to talk about conspiracy theories, come on over. And all of the content that is on my Patreon stays on my Patreon. I don't even know how to edit anyways. Y'all should know that by now if you've been here for a minute. So it never is something that, I put it out on Patreon first and then edit it down and put it on YouTube later. It's completely separate content on all my platforms. And you can also follow my backup channel once we reach the 1,000 subscribers YouTube threshold to start doing lives. We will do all of the lives over there on that channel because it's going to be the backup live channel, and we will do more live readings on more people than just Nicki Minaj. So run that number up so we can get going over there. I'm just waiting on you guys. And also you can follow me on Instagram. That is usually where I post first when I'm doing sales or anything like that. So, because I was getting heated already before I even sat down. We're going to take a look at this Kyle Rittenhouse case. Now, again, I don't take video requests on YouTube anyways, but I'm not super into doing crime readings because I'm always into dark or sad things all the time between Patreon and then talking about the celebrities over here, and then of course helping you guys with your problems. So the last thing I want to do is tap into sociopaths and murder victims on top of it. We only have so much energy and we got to save it sometimes. But the situation with this case is, I don't know why, and it feels like, of course, I never really had a whole lot of hope that there was going to be real, true, meaningful justice in a case like this anyways, with him. But on top of it, it's just recently I've been picking up this energy of there is going to be a lot of attempts to try to really... It's like, everybody in this case, it feels like, except for, maybe the prosecutors, maybe, is going to, try to find any and every way that they can to exonerate him. And that's been my worry. And then I didn't get to watch the entire live because I am getting to recording things today late too, because I've been super busy with my clients and everything this week, and I love getting to talk to you guys one-on-one. So I didn't get to listen to the whole live stream, but yesterday Emily D. Baker was talking about, basically the opening parts of the trial and stuff on her channel. And today is 11/11, Thursday. So we're in the second day of the trial, I think, at this point. So letting you know what time it is. I will put in the title what day it is too. So it is 1:45 Pacific Standard Time too, right this second. But which is 4:45 p.m. Eastern. But she was saying that she felt like maybe they did have an actual enough evidence in case whatever to be able to claim self-defense based off of the way that the footage that she had seen was. And then that made me even more nervous. So this is one of those things where I say this all the time. I am a real psychic. I do not need tarot cards. I use them to shield my energy so that way I don't fully have to be in somebody like Kris Jenner's energy. And, just to connect when I am hopping in and out between my private clients and celebrities' energy, just to use it as a connection point. But in certain situations, when I start to get a little anxious, I'm like, let me just make sure I'm not just, getting scared because of things that have happened in the past in situations like this. So I am going to, use my cards and just see what Spirit has to say about all of this. Okay. Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have. In regards to the criminal trial currently taking place right now, we are on November 11th at 1:47 p.m. Pacific Standard Time 2021 with the Kyle Rittenhouse trial that is going on. He is on trial facing 5 counts, including 2 charges for murder against Black Lives Matter protesters. I'd like to know what is really going on. Is he actually going to be sentenced? Thank you, Spirit, for asking only with the intention and purpose of clarity and understanding, not with any bad intent, just so that we can have some answers and truth around this situation. Please bless and protect all who we ask about in this reading, as well as all who watch, listen, and participate. Thank you, Spirit. Amen. Okay. And you guys, I also forgot to say, please subscribe to the channel. Even if I get to it late, I am going to make sure that I release content every single day over here. So hit the notification bell for that. Also, I am going to monetize this video, but just like for the video that I did on Nikki and Kenny Petty, which if you guys didn't know, anytime I ever do any videos on Nicki Minaj on my channel or anything related to her, whether it's a live stream or her, just all the single readings, videos and stuff, I always donate to childhood cancer victims, individual GoFundMes with the revenue from that. And this last video, however, YouTube limited the monetization on it anyways, but whatever it does, make, if it makes anything, plus whatever this video makes is going to be donated to the NAACP. So we are still, or if you guys have a better suggestion for somewhere to donate to because I really feel like, we should be really helping justice reform if we're going to make any money off of this. If you guys have a better organization than that, let me know down in the comments, please. So, Spirit, please tell me, what do we need to know first of all? What is the energy covering this whole case? Thank you, Spirit. Does anybody actually intend on really trying to bring justice in this situation? Thank you. Because listen, I don't trust the prosecution. I don't trust any side on any way or shape or form in this whole entire thing, okay? His mom's been going and getting witchcraft done to make this go in his favor too. And Spirit said she's literally like, it's not even like, oh, I went to some, whatever lady, like she hit up the Santeria people, the hoodoos, the voodoos, the Lokumis, like she has gone to anybody and everybody and tried to make sure that she literally did call on every spiritual energy that she could And I keep getting that hidden in the back of her room is some Santa Muerte stuff, which let me tell you guys something. Santa Muerte, aka the Holy Mother of Death, is not, you know, your typical Saint Jude and let's just have a prayer with him. That's not the spirit that you want to play around with, and you definitely don't want to ask her for help in a justice case unless you are 100% sure that you are in the right, because she's, you know, the mother of death. She holds you accountable for stuff, and if you make her a promise and you don't keep it, she will definitely come back to make you give her everything back, and she'll make you sick and get revenge on you and all kinds of stuff. She's amazing and incredible. I'm not downing her. I'm just saying, like, I see all these people constantly, like, saying, like, I'm working with Santa Muerte. I'm like, do you even know what you are doing? Like, just because you saw somebody on TikTok say something, like, there's actual devotees of her on all over YouTube. And listen, they got some stories, and they're the first people that are going to warn you about, you know, really making sure you know what you're doing when you start calling on her, because she makes you do what is needed. Okay, so his family, from his family's point of view, they didn't even think that things were going to get this far, that we would even get to a trial. And there's something here about, you know, we've talked about the way that his mom, you know, was going to people to light candles and do all kinds of uncrossings and things to help out in this situation. And she really believed that, like, some of the work that she was doing and what she believed was enough credible evidence in favor of her son was going to somehow make them decide to drop the case and it not even continue to go to trial. So the fact that we are now here, she's, you know, continuing even more with her black magic and stuff, because now she is going full on, like, not black magic, sorry, I'm trying not to say that term because it is so bad, evil magic. So literally, that didn't work. Time to move on to Satan himself. Because she's willing to do anything to save her little boo-boo. Well, he's definitely being put up to it by his legal team, you know, to go have those panic attacks that he's having on the stand, because there is this whole entire, you know, and I don't know, does he have some super fancy, like, one of those law firms that also has, like, a PR and publicity department kind of a thing involved in it? Because there was definitely this whole, this is how we have to play it to win our case, grooming, training, talking to him about this is how you have to be, because we have to make the jury sympathetic to you. We have to show you as this innocent little boy who thought his life was in danger and didn't know any better, even though, you know, the reality of the situation from all the rest of us looking from the outside in is, why was a 17-year-old with a gun walking around at protests? Because that, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, whatever your intention was, you're telling everybody that you showed up looking for trouble and were prepared for it, and you were going to do whatever it took to make sure you were the one who left alive. Because why would you even need to bring a gun anywhere, especially when it is supposed to be a peaceful protest and all of that, right? There's no excuse and no reason for why he was there and why he brought weapons with him. So, Spirit, just give us a confirmation here, please. Is there really truly a real vested interest in actually issuing real true justice in this situation? Thank you. Nope. please tell me yes or no? Is he actually going to be convicted for the 2 deaths that he is responsible for? Thank you. No, but they're gonna get him for something else. But it's gonna be like, okay, we're charging you, you know, like we're gonna believe that it was self-defense and we're gonna let you off on that, but we're going to charge you for bringing a gun somewhere and trespassing or some bullshit like that. And then it's gonna be a whole Tekashi 6ix9ine situation where it's like, we're gonna count time served for how long you were in, and then you just have to serve 3 more months, and then, you know, they'll let him out early with an ankle monitor in a month. Because it's like, yes, we're still holding him accountable, but not fully. That I was right. I was really hoping my intuition was so wrong and it was just me being worried because, you know, I was afraid it was going to be like all these other cases, but I feel so defeated and like crying and throwing things right now and everything else. And listen, you can call me biased all you want. I'm a fucking human being and I have emotions. And it's not right what happened. And people who do things like that need to be held accountable. You are not 7 years old and you thought it was a play gun and you found it in your dad's room and wandered outside and it was this horrible accident. You made a decision to go somewhere that you shouldn't have been and brought a weapon with you. Everything that happened after that was solely a consequence of your actions, and you should 100% be held accountable for that, and your mother should be charged right along with you for allowing you to do that and driving you there. You are a walking demon in human skin is what you are. Because they say demons walk amongst us and they look just like the rest of us. Kyle Rittenhouse, Derek Chauvin, the 4 police officers who were involved in killing Sandra Bland and covering it up. Y'all are fucking walking demons in human skin. They're the real skinwalkers. There is a man in a very high place who has a very vested interest in making sure that this goes in his favor, and his favor meaning he wants Kyle to not have to go to prison or be really held accountable for this. Is he related to one of the Trumps? Or one of those kinds of people? Because it just feels like there's this old rich white man that's, you know, Mr. Moneybags, and he's going to make sure Kyle has good lawyers, and he's going to make sure that he's going to pay off and grease the hands of the right people, and then have some scary conversations with the other ones. But there is somebody behind this who has a very vested interest in trying to see him get off. Well, listen, I've said this before, and God help me because I'm opening my mouth and saying something like this on YouTube, but you know, this is kind of usually the stuff we talk about in my Patreon. None of these elite politician people want there to be racial equality. They want people to get upset because then they can say, oh, now we need to all go back in the house again because we can't behave ourselves, and then we have a militarized police state all over again. So the easiest way to do that is to incite racial tensions and to propagate that by getting little white boys like this who commit crimes like this off. And it's like, oh, look, we gave you a breadcrumb of justice by giving him some gun charge, you know, that he's going to end up getting out and going on to live his long, fulfilling little white privileged life while other people are not waking up because of the consequences of his actions. But they know that that will incite all kinds of riots down here, and it furthers the elite's agendas. So stay woke, my friends. That is as much as I can say on this. If you have any questions about that, do not leave it on my YouTube comments. Join my Patreon. That will be linked down below. Remember, Patreon is the only place where I take video requests. Keep the comments civil, you guys. I need to go have like 100 cups of chamomile tea to calm down after this. I love you guys so much. I hope everybody has a great day. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button on your way out and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content that I have coming daily throughout all of November and December. And you can book your own writing with me on my website, and follow me on Instagram and the backup channel. All that information will be linked in the description box below. I'm like so tongue-tied and flustered and can't even remember anything right now because I'm not in a good mood now. So love you. Bye.